just be a snowman. It's a new fashion trend.
This is an all-stop service to Sydney.
I really appreciate those the effort that went into our outfits, not just 6. What time is it? Oh, it's surf time! What am I even doing here? Let's go! Catch some waves! Woohoo! So, the last 2 weeks we were living with my really good friend here in Sydney, in the center, in this apartment. And the plan for today is basically we're gonna catch some waves on this board. I just bought this my first board. This is so exciting. And yeah, so Cyclone Alfredo, which is like a tornado storm, just hit Brisbane and the rain is coming over here. So we might gonna have bigger waves today, but it's pretty rainy outside. But you know, we're going swimming anyways, it doesn't matter. And we're also going to one of the biggest parties of the year. Woohoo! And otherwise, we're just going with the flow and see what happens. But let's eat some breakfast first, because surfing with an empty stomach is not fun. So, by the way, I heard when you eat a cookie before you go surfing, it will make your surf skills 1 trillion times better. Who told me that? Myself. Trust it. Yeah. I think that friend is actually already at the beach and we're maybe running late a bit. But it's Australia, nobody cares. So let's go and catch some waves. So they just built a subway station or a train station. It cost $21 billion. And it's really close to my home, which I am staying right now. And it's so amazing because I don't have the money for a car and I need to get to the beach because I'm in the city center. And yeah, let's try out the train system. Also, I feel like I'm hitting a bazillion people today. I'm feeling them by surfboards. Maybe this is Mars, guys. This is Mars. Future G. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Okay, so in total it will take us 1 hour to get to the beach. We need to take 2 trains and 1 bus. Oh my gosh.
This is an all-stop service to Sydenham. The next stop is Barangaroo.
Okay, so we just arrived at the beach. We're just gonna quickly wax our board. We decided to go to Bondi Beach. And surprisingly, after the cyclone has hit Brisbane Beach, it's actually not that rainy today, so we're quite lucky because sometimes the weather goes a bit crazy because of the tornado storm. And yeah, let's just wax the board quickly and get into the water. Last time I went to the ocean, my local friend told me, oh, put on some sunscreen. And I was so burnt. Literally, I couldn't even sit down on bed. So our goal is basically to look like a snowman. Because, you know, the sun here in Australia is just really built different. Okay, I know I look crazy. But we also have some sunscreen over here. The wider, just be a snowman. It's a new fashion trend. There's the board. we started the night with going to the Pride Parade first. And every theme, every group had their own little thing going on. For example, one was completely dressed in wedding gowns, like they were going to a wedding. I don't know, one had, of course, freaking drag queens, which I absolutely adore and love. And everything that you could imagine. And it was so colorful, the energy. We stood there for multiple hours. Somehow we got first row seats because we had like kind of VIP tickets for a special section, which we were super lucky for. And yeah, we're just standing. I was just like, damn, I really appreciate those the effort that went into our outfits, not just 6. Anyways, so we were just standing there for a while and it was so cool. And basically after the parade, around 11 p.m, the whole street in Sydney just turned into an open air rave. Everybody was dancing. On every street corner there were like little parties and like dancing there.
People are partying here pretty hard. Like everything here is literally so incredibly littered. Like everything is just drowning in trash. It's insane. But we're going to after party now after the parade, so enjoy.
So we continued going to one of the biggest after parties of the year in Sydney. And let me tell you, it was wild.
Okay, so now we're at the after party, let's go!
So the first open stage had kind of a disco ball thing, which was reflecting like 1,000 stars all over the scenery. And there were also 2 other main stages with DJs, and wow. I didn't even drink 1 drop of alcohol. I didn't even have Red Bull or anything. I was just dancing my soul out. So around 6 a.m, the whole scenery closed down. And until that time in mind, I was just dancing all over the place. When we were trying to walk home, I was dead. I could barely walk. I was the biggest crybaby. My friend told me, oh yeah, it's just close by the train station to get home. Bitch, we walked 45 minutes. If you would have been next to me, you would have banged your head against the wall because I was complaining all the time. But yeah, all in all, it was such a wonderful experience. It was basically like a free party, and I love dancing. Just dancing for 10 hours straight. And yeah, highly recommend, get that experience, and have a nice day.